Hey everyone, it's Stephanie 1111 Witchy Babe, and I am back with another reading. This is going to be Aries reading for the month of June of what's going on. This is both for general energy and love and relationships. And if you see in the background there, I have a message for Aries placements. I went ahead and channeled a message prior to the reading for Aries placements for your love life from your person. This is going to be a message from your person that you're not in communication with, or you're having very difficult communication. So not for my folks that are in relationships, but for those that are wondering what the heck's going on. So I will be reading that message later on in the reading. I will start off with the general reading first. And for everybody that's new, I want to welcome you. So happy that you are here. If you do end up enjoying the reading, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you exit out and leave a like, just because it does help support the channel tremendously. And for placement wise, what does that mean? This means it's for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, or North Node. North Node. So make sure you are checking out your other placements and the other videos that I release for the month of June. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out that description box, because I linked a couple of places that I recommend in order to generate a free natal chart, and you can get started working on that, right after this reading if you want. And as always, general energy reading, please only take the information that's for you. Don't take anything that's not for you. I am not here to tell you what is going to happen exactly in your life. So don't make it happen if you don't think it's what's really for you or what's best for you. So if you'd like to book a personalized reading with me, I am booking at this time. I am booked out until about mid-June. So if you're looking to get a reading done in the month of June, make sure you are booking that reading fairly soon, as I'm sure I will be filled up for the rest of June soon. All right, let's dive on into the reading. Oops, I just put I picked up some cards and put them on the wrong stack. So we are, also description box. If you like any of the decks I'm using, want to know the other areas to find me online, want to join my groups, check out the description box. So general energy for Aries. What is going on this month of June? We are in Gemini season. Gemini season just started. So let's see how you all are going to take this. We're also in retrograde season, and we're also heading into eclipse season. June is the start of eclipse season, and we have a new moon in Gemini as I'm recording this in May tomorrow. So a lot of stuff going on astrologically. What's going on with you guys with the cards? We have Strength reverse. I'm wondering, is this your anger flaring up again? With Gemini, with all this stuff going on in Gemini, we have, it's Gemini season. We have Venus that's retrograding in the sign of Gemini, which is seemingly like it's really, plus all the Pluto retrograde and all that's brought out some people with some like who are you talking to? Where it's like people are just saying stuff that they normally wouldn't say in ways that they normally wouldn't say it, and acting like it's totally okay and that they're not going to get the nasty end of your energy at them for what they're doing. So, I don't know if this Strength card is you feeling weak or you a little bit too aggressive. So I'm going to dive on into that a little bit more. I'm just getting the vibe that I don't think I don't think you're too weak. I think you might be having some issues with anger still. So, I warned you guys about that in May, that you're going to have some stuff come up with anger. Maybe it had something to do with Venus going retrograde, and that it was picking up on that already. But you definitely have to tame that tiger. Don't let that tiger rule you. I know it's hard. You're ruled by Mars. You're literally ruled by the planet of rage and war and fighting. But you got to tame it. You got to use it. You got to use it as fuel. You got to use it to, just wipe out the competition and to prove whoever says something that is totally inappropriate wrong later on, because I have the Eight of Pentacles and the Prince of Pentacles. So you definitely there's something about work here. Maybe somebody's trying you at your workplace, or with whatever business you have. Let's say you have a small business and somebody's coming up on your page saying all kinds of craziness. Tame that lion. Don't let it lash out. Keep working hard. You are going in the right direction when it comes to your work and whatever you've been putting a lot of effort and time into. But what you're doing is something that takes time. So maybe that's part of this anger and this frustration. Maybe it's a little bit less anger and a little bit more not being very patient, which Aries, if you're honest with yourself, you're not very patient. That does not go with your sign. mean? So you need to ground your fire energy a little bit more. If you have earth placements, tap into that energy a little bit more. If you don't, doesn't matter. You know, you still need to ground your energy. You need to take on a more earth-like approach to whatever you're going after, and know that this is something that takes time, but in time it will be amazing for sure. So keep working very hard towards whatever goals that you have. Let's get some oracles out here to see what's going on general energy wise. Well, Gemini, obviously we're in Gemini season. Let's look at the prompts. Information to explain, communications about, resulting from the fluctuations of. Yeah, there's something about you guys having difficult communications with other people, and I think it's about work, or it's going to be about money, or it's going to be maybe even your family. And yeah. Well, let's see. For all of my Aries risings out there, you have this retrograde happening in your third house of communication. So, you know, definitely some things can happen there. It will act similar to Mercury retrograde, which is also coming up. I just think you need to be very careful, Aries energy, for how you communicate with other people during this next month. You don't want to ruin all of the work that you've been putting in. I'm not getting the strongest message that you can ruin it, but I don't see any other reason why this message would particularly come across otherwise, because we know you're always spicy. You're always going to have that clap back. You don't let people run you or try to tell you what to do. That's never going to happen. But there's something just especially important of keeping that lion under control and not letting it lash out unnecessarily. If you can walk away from a situation, walk away from it. You don't have to engage everything. I also feel like you're going to have some communication or information that comes through that is helping you with this path of whatever you're working on. And this is definitely something you're trying to pull. This is like a physical thing. This is not spiritual growth or anything like that. This is, you know, money. This is your career. This is promotions and, you know, your business flourishing. Somebody has a business that's definitely something about flourishing. Maybe you work with flowers. That's part of your shop, or there's something about flowers in it. But that's something that's standing out super strong, that word in particular. Okay, let's go ahead and get some pieces of advice here. The Two of Wands. Yes, keep envisioning your future. So let's say you're in a work situation that you fucking hate. You know, you got this annoying ass coworker that runs their mouth constantly. Maybe they're a Gemini. They don't shut up. It's just no all the time, right? And you got to stay focused. You got to keep that hyper vigilant focus on the goals and the outcome. And all these other people, you know, do not let peasants affect your queen and king energy. Okay? Like, they don't matter. They don't matter. Just zone them out. Wow. Wow them to death. That's crazy. That's crazy them to death. Like, just stay focused on your future, because you are doing what you need to do. And this is a little test coming in that's testing your patience, that's testing, you know, how nice you are. And it's just stay focused, because I think whatever you're working towards does put you in a position where then you have to deal with more people. You have to be out in the public more. You're going to get, anytime that happens, you're going to get more criticism. You're going to get more people coming at you in a disrespectful way. And you got to learn how to not personalize it and to stay focused and to keep moving towards your goals, or you're going to let all these insignificant people bring you down. And you don't want that. You want to tame the lion. You want to pull that lion energy out when you need it in order to propel you. You don't want to use it to pull you back. Okay? So that's your general energy reading. Let's go on to the love reading. So let's start off with your message. So this is, again, for my Aries placements that are dealing with somebody and you're in no contact, or it's very difficult contact and you don't know what's going on with them. This is the message from them to you. So we have your beautiful, the type of person I want to have a family with, the type of person I want to grow with, but I'm not what I seem. I'm a master of illusion, and we both know I've lied in the past. Will you ever trust me? How can you ever trust me? I'm not sure what's going to happen in the future. So let's go ahead and dive on into all of that mess. What is going on with Aries placements love life in the month of June? Oh, the Hierophant. As soon as I saw the Hierophant reverse, sorry guys, I don't know if I'm making this. Oh, I probably am. Let's fix this real quick. Oh, there we go. Sorry for that. So the first thing I thought whenever the Hierophant came out reversed was change. Okay, because the Hierophant is linked to Taurus. Taurus is not about change. The Hierophant is also very about the status quo and, you know, the way society runs and what society expects from us. It's a card of marriage, it's a card of stability. And I feel like all of that energy is kind of being flipped upside down right now. There's the change coming in regards to your stability, your foundations and relationships. I think that if this person that you're dealing with has a partner, a long-term partner, or they have a spouse, there is a change definitely coming in that relationship. There is the stability and like sticking with the status quo is going out the window, and there is this like this new way of seeing things, a new potential. So let's get in some more information on what that's about. Oh my goodness, the 10 of Cups. Wow. Wow, okay. Let me get another card. The Queen of Wands reversed. And the Five of Pentacles reversed. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, guys. So, this person, maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. Maybe you're dealing with another earth sign, so a Virgo or Capricorn. Maybe you are dealing with a fire sign, another Aries, Sag, Leo. None of that really matters, but I'd like to give that out to you guys just in case you want that extra confirmation that this message is for you. But this person, you know, they are part of something that has held them back is I believe they are very concerned on what society thinks about them and thinks about their life and thinks about the person that they're with or the person that they're not with. Particularly for those of you that are involved with somebody that has a partner or has an ex and they have children with that ex, you know, what society would think about entering into a new relationship, what their family would think, you know, what it would look like at work or whatever, right? Whatever their standard is of the status quo. And this person is releasing that. They're releasing this need to be like everybody else and to live life like everybody else. I feel like they have a different perception now of what their life could look like in the future. And so they're shaking things up and making some changes. They're seeing that there's potentials outside of what everybody else does or what everybody around them says they should do. They really want emotional fulfillment. And I believe that they're coming in with this, some sort of offer for you, because we have the Five of Pentacles reversed, which is releasing that Five of Pentacles energy of feeling kicked out, feeling not wanted, feeling abandoned. And then we also have the Queen of Wands here reversed. And so it's like, I feel like they want, you know, when we go back to your message, they're like, you know, can you forgive me? Will you forgive me? How can you forgive me? You do sense this not feeling very confident in a reconnection in the situation, but they also know, like in their just gut, I heard gut, that you are that emotional fulfillment for them. You are that person, just like I said, you know, I want to have a family with you. You're the type of person I want to have a family with, the type of person I want to grow with. They know that you're that. That's 10 of Cups energy right there, but they're not very confident about coming in towards you because I feel like they might have been the one that kicked you out. Maybe they were the ones that ghosted you or turned their back on you so they could focus in on this Hierophant energy. You know, maybe they're not the Taurus, but maybe they're dealing with a Taurus. Maybe they have a spouse or a partner that is a Taurus. And so it's just, you know what? It's almost like this, fuck it. So maybe you are dealing with another Aries. It's like, fuck it, screw it. I'm not going to follow the status quo. I'm not going to do this. I just heard Aries moon. I think somebody here, person has an Aries moon, but they might be a Taurus sun, Aries moon. Cap Sun, Aries Moon also. I'm not going to live the way that everybody else says I should live. I'm going to do things that make me happy. And they also, what I feel is that something that's been a big part of this person's life was being very manipulative. They were using like the magician energy in a negative way to get things that they wanted from others. And it's like, they don't want to do that anymore. They want to use their energy to create the type of life that they really want, and not to be using it to like, manipulate others into, following what they want. They want somebody that actually wants to join them and be like a part of the life where you guys both have similar goals and where you're wanting to go and be at. So you can just keep like filling each other's cup. That's what I'm seeing. So that's really beautiful. Okay, but there's definitely been some stuff in the past that has happened where they don't feel very confident in you being very receptive to this information. And it seems like there's a need of that blockage to kind of, I don't know the right word for this, like to get over that blockage before they can make any moves forward. So let's get some more information from the oracles. Okay, so I have Cancer. So there's, maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. We do have the cups there. And so we have your feelings, attitudes from the past about, and use your intuition. Okay, yes, they are, they're definitely in their feelings about you. I'm hearing that they like listen to music and think about you. Very Cancerian water trait there. Maybe they have a Cancer's Mars. They may have a Cancer Mars or a water Mars. But they're worried about the past. So this person did something in the past. They lied to you. Maybe you didn't know about this third party at first, and then you found out about it, and it's like, well, how is this person ever going to trust me after something like that? That could definitely be the situation playing out here. Okay, let's go ahead and get some advice for you on what to do. What's with this situation, what to expect in June. So you need to trust yourself, for one. For some of you, this person, I believe, is going to come back into the picture. I would say that's maybe a quarter of you. So it's not a big amount, because I do believe this person has a lot of like having to get over being fearful of rejection before they can come forward. But you need to trust yourself in dealing with this individual. I feel like a lot of you, you're a typical Aries energy, and it's like, I'm not putting up with somebody's BS. And with this person though, you might find yourself slipping. You might find yourself like putting up with more than you should, behaving in a way that is not like you at all. And so I feel like you need to trust yourself, that you know what you deserve, and that you know that you don't deserve anything anything like what this person was like in the past. And to continue to hold that boundary, because again, this person does have a very just natural ability of manipulation. They carry the magician energy, is what I was seeing whenever I was doing that message. And it's just like, they just can naturally fall into manipulation, especially whenever they get challenged or they feel threatened, like you would if you were feeling rejected. So it's really important that you trust yourself and hold your boundaries firm if this person does come back into communication with you in June. I feel like this person is 100% coming back for all of you. However, it's just a matter of how long it's going to take them to get their confidence back up to be able to come forward with this. I also feel like, so for some of you, this person is just making this decision in the mental plane. And they haven't made it in the physical in regards to if they have a relationship with somebody else, of how to exit that. They're just now no longer being like, well, this is what I have to do because this is what I'm supposed to do in my life. I'm supposed to stay with this person because we, have been through this much, or we have children, or we own a home, or whatever it is that keeps them there, even if they're not happy. So I feel like that's something that happens in the mental plane, but in order for it to actually take place in physical action, they have to have that confidence within inside themselves. You're not going to catch somebody that's not feeling very confident being able to make moves like that. So just to be real clear and honest with you all that are watching this, if you more resonate with that, then know it's going to be some time, but this person is definitely coming back in the picture. But there, a lot of this I feel is being blocked because you just lose yourself far too easy in this person. You lose yourself in the connection. You just get totally absorbed by it, and it's overwhelming, and it takes you from your path. And I feel like, especially right now, a lot of you are being directed to focus in on your career path and where you're wanting to expand in that way. In particular, some of you are really being pushed to become self-employed. And so they're wanting you to put that energy into that. And they know if this person comes back into the picture, you're just going to focus in on them. And you're not going to do what you need to do in regards to, you know, getting yourself out there for work. So, there's a little bit of divine intervention here from your guides being like, hey, we're not going to let you screw this up. You know, we're not going to let you go in this connection and lose yourself again, especially when this person's not ready for anything committed quite yet. They still need to get out of whatever situation is holding them back, out of whatever mindset is holding them back, and actually like take action with that. It's great and all that they've been able to have this understanding and clarity, but that's where we're waiting for the action to come in. And they're just not very confident at this time. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's get one more message from them. I'm going to use my messages deck for this one though. I wish I could take back the things I said. So you guys more than likely got into it, you know, Aries energy. I just heard Gemini. I don't know, for some of you, this might be a Gemini, and Aries v Gemini. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a whole ass thing. So you guys probably got into it, said a lot of nasty things to one another, and you know, they really wish they could take back the things that they said to you. They wish that they, you know, it was said out of anger. It was not said in truth. So if you've been holding on to anything that they said, and personalizing it and like feeling like there's something wrong with you, or you have a character flaw due to the observation of what their observation and whatever nasty thing they said to you, it was just said to incite anger or to incite a reaction. It was not said out of truth. So please don't personalize it. So, you know, if you were sitting there still thinking about how I just got an example of somebody is upset about being told like they got a big forehead or something. It's like, you don't really have a big forehead. They just know that you were like subconscious about that, and so decided to throw it in your face. I don't know if that's just an example or if that actually happened for one of you. So let me know in the comments. But yeah, they really do wish they could take back what they said. So this person's on a journey, and they're doing the right thing. They're have a good starting point with, you know, understanding that not everything has to be how other people say it should be, and that they can make their own decisions with their life. So that's a really good starting place. But now they have to build up their confidence within themselves. So yes, that's going to be your reading, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I hope you have a fantastic June. Please don't let your anger get the best of you. Please remind yourself that, you know, queens and kings do not lower themselves to the peasant's level whenever those nasty things might come towards you or come across your page or whatever it is, and just keep it moving, keep flowing, keep focusing on the total reward and the total outcome, because you are on the right path when it comes to that. And when it comes to your love life, you're having some issues. That's okay. We all go through this, and just know that you need to focus more on yourself. So the next time you are in communication with this person, and next time that this union comes back into your life, that you don't lose yourself in them again, because then it's always going to be ripped away, because your guides love you too much to allow you to get lost in another person. Okay? All right. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I will see you all next time.